Welcome back to Beards and Barbarians, episode 53. This is going to be the very first session. We have no technical difficulties. Let's get right onto the announcements and go right into the game. Austin, if you want to take it away.
I feel like I'm going to manufacture a technical difficulty now.
Why'd you say that?
Oh, Brad, I can't hear the music on my side. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
First sponsor of the night, as always, is W Energy. I'm just going to roll straight into it and let him fester for a second. If you go... Holy cow. Oh, we got to take a drink already?
You're welcome. Everybody hydrate. And I say that forgetting that I don't have my water bottle near me.
You can't tip and not drink.
I think I left it in the other room.
Get two
Run,
guesses
Dagan.
to what's in the cup.
Alright.
Dubby. Bunny Blitz
You have one more
Battleground shared
guess.
25 bits for Rubio already. Holy shit. Rubio, can you keep track of that? Oh, he's gone. W Energy.
Good
It's on our
try.
About page. If you click the link tree, all of our pretty stuff comes up. Rubio, you have 25 bits if you can keep track of that already.
Oh.
No.
Click on our link tree. It's like a little W section. It's got the cool little logo that it has on it. You click on it. You go in there, shop all their crazy cool stuff. And they really do have a lot now. Like, they're starting to put out clothes, and they're actually pretty nice. Like, I kind of want a W hoodie. You get it on your cart, and when there's a section where it says promo code, you type in NAT20beards, and you get 10% off everything in your cart. And I mean everything. You could put a tub of W Energy, a shaker cup, Brad, 10% off. It's all 10% off. 10% off Brad is like a dime, though, so I wouldn't even worry about it. So, it's awesome. Oh, I guess I have to do Dragon's Nest delivery now. I don't have
do it.
anything to do it with. Dragon's
No,
Nest
it's-
delivery.
I'll hold up something.
Awesome. Oh, wait. Brian to the rescue? Brian to the rescue?
I don't have
Brian to the
any,
rescue!
but I have
Brian to
weeks
the rescue!
previous. I'll just hold this while
Here
you
we
do
go.
your thing.
Dragon's
here.
Nest, Bunny Blitz Battleground, Rubio, you got 6 more.
I feel the love.
Dragon's Nest Delivery, it's an awesome subscription box. It comes with a one-shot, copyright-free music, metal dice, plastic dice, awesome Japanese candies that even if Joe was here, it probably would have been eaten already, because apparently shit's good.
It's pretty good. I enjoyed
Comes
every
with
bit of the
a
candy in
one
this.
shot and some non-copyright music.
I said that already.
One shot. Did you?
Yep.
Here's the dice
Also
First
line.
things I
dice?
said.
Metal.
Right? The metal dice
Evil.
and the
Look,
red
all that
green
means-
dice.
All that means is it was proof that it was metal. Everybody heard it hit.
Ooh, those are
Yeah,
pretty.
plain.
Yeah, those
like a
are-
full
They're pretty nice.
set?
I dig these.
Yeah, it's a full set of metal dice,
I thought it was just the one.
Holy
Nope,
shit,
full
they're
set.
clear.
which makes it
I'm
worth
not-
the $40 a month alone anyway, in my opinion.
I might have to hop
Oh my
on this
God.
order train.
Oh,
I,
and the promo code is beards are cool.
Is it still running?
Are cool.
Beards are cool.
Beards
Is
are-
that promo code still work?
I don't know. That's what it was last week, so I'm assuming.
Still the
Since
same
nobody
month.
said the
If
promo code.
If it doesn't work, we're sorry.
We're sorry.
Yell at Joe. He should have told us the new
Yeah,
one.
come into our
it's Joe's
Discord.
fault.
We have a link tree. Come to our Discord and complain to us in our Discord. That
we'll
the
Complain
thing
to
doesn't
Joe.
work. And we'll
Complain to
help
Joe in our
you. Don't-
Discord.
Yeah.
Complain to Joe.
You
Little
can
mini-
complain to
It wasn't me.
me. I will take it and say I'm sorry, and that's it.
The minis
Rubio,
that come with it are pretty good too.
Rubio,
like-
6 bits to Jim Jam.
I got it.
All right, I think that's both of our announcements, and we're gonna go straight into the
There you
intro because this is just a train wreck already, and I love it.
What?
Oh, I've got so many jokes planned out for that. That's all. Have a mall. Damn, Rubio. All right, here we go. Brad. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Welcome back to Beards and Barbarians.
Damn, Jim Jim got
session
10 more.
53.
Damn.
Last session, after a brutal encounter with Saphira, the party had to face mirrored images of 4 of the party members, Raven, Rubio, Eldarian, and Kailu. A fight commenced, and they found out very shortly into it, every time they attack the mirror, the damage goes on to its copy. After the battle was won, Saphira gave Kars an ultimatum to join her, to fight against the party, for she could give him what he lost. After refusing the offer, angry as she was, she launched the party through the sky, falling into the Great Empire. As they fell, they managed to use their magic abilities and all the cool tools they have on them to save themselves from falling, as Rubio turned into a shadow dragon and most of the parties glided on wings or on a broomstick. They managed to land safely, only to have another encounter with some salamanders. Fighting alongside the salamanders to take on the howlers, they found out they were easily outnumbered, for waves upon waves upon waves were coming with them, and all the spellcasters were low on spell slots. They found a tower piercing from the ground that some jokes were made for. They found there was a massive hole in this tower, jumped into the hole, and Kailu put a wall of thorns. As the party fell down through the encounter, as Rubio's turn arose, everyone got up, the room started to illuminate in this white light, and they saw a giant mechanical owl coming from one of the hallways. This is where we start our session. Rubio,
Time out. Is that really how many followers we have right now?
666.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Why'd you put my emoji with that one?
I don't know. I was looking for a demon, and your hair kind of looks like horns, so I was like, close enough.
oh my goodness.
I get
Sure.
maybe Rubio.
Roblox is literally big as hell. Yeah.
Hold on.
That's good, yeah.
It's because I'm
So-
a party rocker.
I love how he said we're low on spell slots, like I'm still not low on spell slots.
Speak for yourself. I have so many spell slots left.
I have 1.
I have 2 4th
Two,
spell slots.
3.
To even
Wow,
just
a
get
little
off
bit.
of them.
Are we trying to make this a competition?
Are we
For spell
fucking
slots?
our
I'm not
spell
trying to
slots?
make it a competition, as
Going
you guys are still
ban for
in
ban.
initiative. Raven at 0. See, this is what I mean, we're low on spell slots. So as you guys kind of get introduced to this massive libraries, this place is massive. You're taking a peer around, there's bookshelves that are endless. This entire library, the main floor you're standing on, is probably 800 feet in the air, as you see the pillars leading up to hold up the roof from the ground. Behind you guys is a railing kind of wrapped in a form of a fern, and below that railing leads down to 12 different floors. You're looking down on these floors, and it just keeps going into a pit of nothingness. This owl slowly gets closer and closer. The gears on the owl starts to creak, and all the squeaking noises start to pierce your ears. The smell of steam and oil comes flooding from this owl as it peers its head really close to you guys. This thing is probably about 50, 60 feet massive. Interesting.
I attack it.
Rubio, it is your turn. What do you do?
I just reset my password to Roll20, and I'm launching Roll20 because everything on my Google account hates me.
Roll
So now that I'm
Eyes
in the
just
game,
glaze over.
yeah, you see Rubio disassociating on like a different level because the level of anxiety he feels with a giant mechanical owl, and you'd imagine there'd be none from being from hell, is quite a lot. Gonna look out up at the owl. And as any watchers of previous episodes know in the last couple, he's in a mood. So he's going to look up at the owl and say, "Who are you? And what is this place?"
Who are you?
Get it?
Oh, this is the Shifter Library.
Noted.
Okay,
Do you just have to be a shifter to get a library card, or can anybody look through, or
Raven slowly
Well,
shifts to the side.
It
Goes,
is
is that good enough?
up to Rubio whether or not we keep holding initiative. From him answering this question, you can roll maybe an investigation check to see if has a threat on him. But what do you do?
Me, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn around. I'm going to look at everyone and just go.
What?
He's going to point at Raven and be, "Keep your mouth quiet for 10 minutes, and I'll give you the beer.
I don't.
But
know
turns
how
are only
long
6
that is.
seconds.
Raven, he didn't say anything about keeping your ass quiet. What is that?
Shush! We're in the presence of a being you're not allowed to talk to, Raven. So keep yourself occupied. Someone talk to him. Take him to a corner. Be quiet.
Raven,
And I'm gonna turn back to the basically what looks to be a god animatronic figure, and I'm gonna say, "What's your role here?"
This will be considered an action now.
Okay.
So, I am the bearer of knowledge. My master has kept me here as he's in a stasis to guard knowledge.
I'm assuming that's just my action, so I don't really have much as a bonus talking action.
No. So, with that being said, I will skip over Cars, for he is not here, and go to Raven. At this point, I would feel like your rage has dropped. Maybe not. You're seeing this owl talking back. It's more so the posture's more curious than hostile. What does Raven do?
One, you better be glad Raven likes animals.
Mhm.
Two, Rubio told him basically to shut up, so Raven's gonna go grab a book and try to read it while reading it upside down.
Actually, cool. Can you roll me a d20? Just a normal d20. Raven.
No. Tell me what to do. Who do you think you are, the DM or something?
I kind of do. There's a possibility there.
10.
You kind of do.
10? Okay. The owl sees you pick up the book upside down, and his head moves towards you, and it actually turns 180 degrees to read the title, and it turns back with all the gears and pipes just shifting and allowing him to stretch and grow and shift.
He looks at you. Oh, The Bloodiest War. That is one of my favorite books.
And with that being said,
I can't
I'll allow
talk to you right
Onyx.
now. I was told
I'll
to be
allow
quiet.
Onyx to basically take the next turn as Kailu's on deck. Are you guys? How are you feeling with this, Onyx? You just fought a fuck ton of howlers. You were standing on a tower. You just had to fight a replica of Kailu and Eldarian, Raven, and Rubio, and also 3 dragons less than a full day ago.
Where's my griffin at? That's what I'm curious about.
Dead.
I'm looking
I didn't
around.
put him
Where's
down,
Petrie?
You know, that's where he
Where's
is.
my dog?
Where's my buddy?
Where's my puppy?
My emotional stress griffin.
I got you. He's right
Considering
next
I'm-
to you.
He's got like the
Still-
vest on and everything. Service
Yeah,
griffin.
Service griffin, yeah.
Does he have
Without
the
him.
"Don't pet me, I'm working" vest on?
Yeah, but I pet him all the time. I don't do it. I'm gonna look to my griffin and be like,
I love that so much.
hey, I read about this place back home.
Jim J.
Kinda easier to find than I thought it was gonna be.
Oh, it seems to be.
Wait, what is Raven saying to me?
Is this right?
So, Onyx.
Perfect for you.
Are you? I'll let you lead for the group. Are you going to attack this thing, or do you think no one's going to attack and we should drop initiative?
I think we should drop initiative. I don't think we're attacking this.
Just in case I held it, you never know.
The
Big ass
initiative
owl.
drop, everyone kind of gets introduced to this owl. As you're seeing the illuminating lights kind of glowing above you, your head might drift up or see a glimpse of light, and if it were to, you'd see these drift globes, the same one Onyx had just lost, illuminating the room, allowing it to go wherever it's dark to shine in all the corners of this massive library.
Excuse me, Mr. Owl. I had a drift globe, and it seems that it joined the others. Do you think I could get that back?
You had a drift globe. That was the correct statement.
So you're stealing from me?
Ice cold.
Kind of messed up. Kind of mean. Don't even know me.
Did I simply take it from you, or did it find its way back? to
I
where
think
it-
you took it from me.
Well, if you want it.
And his owl, his wing kind of reaches up and hovers over top of one of the drift globes, and it brings it back down to hover above Onyx. You may take it back.
Oh, thank you. I'll scoop it up, put it in my backpack. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Now,
Yeah.
Freely explore the library as you will. All the knowledge here is from the dawn of time till the breaking moment. Understand that time doesn't move while you're in here. Don't overexert yourself. I've had many people die from exhaustion. Have a good day.
And he starts to make his way back from where you came from. From here, what do you guys do?
Do you have any
time
books
has-
with pictures?
Third floor.
All right.
You don't. Wait. Third floor from the. Do you count down or up? Does it go
You're
1, 2,
down.
3, 4?
Down.
Down? So 1,
Down.
2, 3. Got it.
Yes.
How many floors total?
12 including this. You're on the
Okay.
barbaric floor.
Where's the most recent information at?
Oh, that would be the room of many pages. Don't get lost.
I think all of these rooms are of many pages. You get my drift?
No,
I see what you did there.
I must have missed it.
Yeah, can you point me to that room of many pages?
So does time not move outside or does it not move inside?
Outside.
So we could like grow old
We-
and die and no one would know.
Yes.
Could we like sleep without time
Yes.
passing outside? Okay.
I
Nice.
recommend it.
Do y'all want to sleep? I know some of y'all is L's pretty low on spells, right?
Yeah, my magic's
Yeah.
pretty much tapped out.
He's a little
I would
nappy too.
love to take a nap.
Raven's already asleep. Well, still, the book is still upside down, but Raven's already asleep.
Could he fall asleep with it open so like if it looks like he's still reading, but
Yeah,
when you
like
peek it-
in high school. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna mage hand it back onto the shelf.
Hey, I was reading that. It's like a
Ruby's
dad
been
watching
doing, like,
TV.
The head bob, like
Yeah.
this whole conversation, just like dipping ever so often. He's tired.
Do you have like a reading space with couches, cushions? You know, we could rest on.
All but this floor. If
Any
all
floor
8
but
of
this
you want to rest, I will find myself a place until you're awake.
Okay,
Oh,
I'll take that offer.
He's a rest. I'm still in the triple digits, but just like barely. You know, it's been rough over here.
I
Well
agree. I
into
don't
the-
necessarily need a nap, but if everybody else feels like they need one, then I'm happy to find a book and just read.
Raven's
He was
also
not.
probably bleeding all over the floor too. By the way.
So I'm
I'm
assuming
actually
you
doing
guys
pretty good.
then probably go and find some couches to sleep on as Raven's just passed out on the couch, or on the floor, right next
Yep.
to the bookshelf he was reading on.
I'll stay next to Raven. I'm not that hurt.
You go down to the 3rd floor and you see that there is a nice little reading area next to a dark-looking paladin statue riding an undead horse.
Does that look familiar to me?
You can roll me religion.
Good thing
Ooh.
I wear a griffin. No omens here, guys.
Can I do that with advantage or not?
I'm gonna say not.
Not? Okay, that's fine.
The DC
Using
you're
the
trying to
digital
get
roller.
is 15.
Ooh, that's
Hey.
great. I just hit 15. Look at me.
Nice.
Meant to be.
You would know this not really as any sort of god or a deity. You know this as a representation of something called the Oathbreaker Paladin.
I'll wink.
Okay. I'd probably drift on over to it and be like, oh, an interesting visual representation of the Oathbreaker Paladin. That's quite nice. I like that this library seems to have more than just literary knowledge.
Okay. And from here, does everyone find, as you see Cars find his place to settle down, he most likely tries to keep the first watch for as long as possible before waking one of you guys up to do so. And I'm assuming everyone goes to sleep, or do some of you stay awake and maybe browse or look around?
I'll probably browse. I'll watch Cars polish his sword for a bit.
Throwbacks.
Yeah, I'm taking a long rest. That's my goal.
I'm also gonna do that. But
Yeah.
I'm up with Raven. Me and my bird are gonna take turns watch.
Yeah,
My
I'd
Draco will
probably
watch as well.
do the half elf thing of using a short rest as a long rest because I can.
Okay.
And then, actually, he could
Oh
click
wait,
that. There we go.
Half elves can do that?
It's 4 hours.
Yeah, because of ancestry.
Mhm.
Oh shit, that's right.
gonna
I'm a
do the
half elf
same
too.
thing.
I'm gonna do that too.
Half elf party.
Fun
You
fact,
guys want to have a sleepover?
literally,
we don't
I've
need
done
them,
it before.
guys.
I had a party one time that had a
Right,
bunch
guys?
of elves, and we just did a power nap the time.
We don't need that, guys, right? We're cool with our
After
8
my
hours.
4-hour long rest, Kylie would probably meander around the shelves and try to get like a proper basis of how this library is set up organizational wise.
Okay.
'Cause it's not the first library she's been in. She grew up just kind of hanging out in them, so she'd probably want to figure out how exactly it functions.
Nerd.
Okay. So, you would quite enjoy this floor. So the third floor and the fourth floor, I'm assuming, yeah, you're on the fourth floor with all the couches and the Oathbreaker Paladin. This is the floor of druids and fighters. It kind of, like, there's not much on druids. Druids do most of their work with other animals, and there's not many tales to say, so they take most of this floor for the fighters and going deep into certain races like lizard folk and Genenses. But you would notice one bookshelf kind of close east to the Oathbreaker Paladin that is all about paladins. It's as if this bookshelf is not supposed to be here. And at this point, as you're browsing around, everyone has had a long or short rest, and you are all awake. So, as you browse through, Eldarian, Rubio, and Jimathorn all wake up. So does Raven and Onyx. We go back to the upstairs with Raven and Onyx.
Onyx,
Yep.
I'm glad you're here. I had the worst nightmare.
Yeah, well,
We were trapped in a place with all these... Damn it.
all these mice. I know, they're small and scurry. You know, they eat your cheese.
It wasn't a
get it,
nightmare.
buddy.
We're in a giant LeBerry.
LeBerry.
But they have,
enough.
they have picture,
LeBerry.
they have picture books on the third floor, though. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
They call it the
but
library because it's full of
there's
lies.
so much pages with them stupid squiggles on it that don't make sense to
What
me.
if like there's new fighting styles in the books?
It don't
You know,
matter. I
new
can't
ways
read
to
it.
Beat them up. Yeah, but they could be pictures. You know, like a lot of martial arts tomes have pictures on what to do rather than words.
Well, where are we supposed to find those? There ain't no tombs in here. It's just books.
Probably the third floor.
Maybe there's a barbarian section we could look into.
Jimathorn, when'd you get here?
What's a barbarian?
Ah! I've been here the entire time.
Came upstairs after he took his nap. He was like,
What
"Oh, I
is
wonder
it?
what everybody else is doing."
When'd you get here? I punch him in. No, I'm joking. Anyways, yeah, you want to go third floor? See some pictures?
Yeah.
I guess.
Wait, hold on a second. And before Raven leaves, just gonna take this book here and put it this book and this book here, put it this book and this book on the bottom shelf all the way up at the top, then leave.
As Raven does all that work, you can hear the sound of books moving, and you see the book start to fly and find its way back. But except for one book, the bottom bookshelf that you move the book, it is just jamming itself in, trying to fit over and over and over and over again. The sound of it slapping on the bookshelves echo as you find your way to the stairs and down to the third floor. Badoosh.
It all looks the same.
Well, it's what's inside that matters. Like a you know, a cow.
I know cows.
You know, the skin is leather, but the inside are steaks
Food.
and food.
Oh, I mean, you
Yes.
can eat leather if you're hungry enough.
Nah, it's too tough.
Like you.
No, stop it, you.
No.
Let's get you. I'm gonna like walk over, look at
Hey.
a book, see if
Hey.
it's a picture book.
Hey,
Go
Yep,
to roll me
yep.
investigate.
you think you could teach me the magic?
What kind of magic?
I don't know.
Like what I do?
I don't know. I just want to be able to be like, pow, when stuff happens.
For mine, you kind of have to
That's
have
sure
an oat.
specific.
I've eaten oats.
Yeah, but serious oat.
What is
That's
serious?
just- It's hard. It's really hard shit, man.
That doesn't sound good. Never mind.
I got a 6.
10
Investigation.
more for Rubio. Hot damn.
I only got
Oh.
10 last time, so that makes me feel pretty.
I'm the prettiest girl at the ball.
So, what did you get for your
Fucking
investigation?
eight.
Girl at the party.
6.
6. So, you open about 30 to 40
Thanks, Bunny
books
Blitz.
until I'd say Raven, just by his passive investigation, realizes that there is a book, an entire bookshelf that have pictures and drawings, and when Onyx looks at it, because Raven can't read, it would say for youth, and all on that bookshelf is picture books, from fighting to stories to just fun little pop-out books.
Neat. This is what you're looking for right here. See this one? It says ways to kill without even hitting your opponent.
I'll look at that one.
Oh.
Are
Here
lying
you
to
go.
me? I don't know. You're acting. You lied to me.
No.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up. Look at it.
With I rolled deception. That's a 21. Deception.
Oh, I can't fucking beat that.
Roll the insight.
Hold on.
Natural 20.
21.
Yeah.
21.
I'd have to get a
16.
natural 20 to.
16 plus
Tied
5, baby.
Listen, your dice have been kind to you so far.
Yeah.
There's-
No, you're telling
See
the
what
truth
happens.
for sure with a 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
And as
dice
Raven
are bitchy.
joyfully opens up the pop-out book of how big people cook, reading through this book, we travel to
This is about killing people. This is cannibalism. I don't want to read this. That's gross.
I mean, that is killing people.
Yeah, but
so
no.
Jimma Thorne, Rubio, Eldarian, Kylie, you all wake up. Jimma Thorne, you would have seen at some point Cars get up from his nap and find his way to another floor.
On the floor we're on, what are the books here about? Was it druids and fighters, you said?
It was about druids, fighters, and a few under the cover races, like races that weren't noticed much.
I wouldn't mind looking into Gem Dragonborn if possible, if that's in that section.
Roll me investigations with advantage. You're trying to beat, let's say, a 17.
It's pretty good. I already rolled an 18 without any modifiers, so let's see if I get in that. So that is 18 plus an investigation.
Yeah.
Where's my investigation? It's a plus 0, so 18.
Nice. So yeah, you eventually going through the bookshelf, starting to try to find a book. You end up finding it's called The Rarest Dragon, and it has a picture of a gem dragonborn on it. Upon
Oh, look at
opening
that.
up this
That's me.
book, you would learn about how this dragonborn race was just came out of nowhere, and they were some of the most noble dragonborns to ever live. Hence why they used to rule the Great Empire after the Great War. They talk about how slowly and surely they were wiped out of existence due to the fact that certain races and certain colored dragonborns wanted to change the way the Great Empire was run, and Dragon City is the capital.
Jim is going to kind of like look over his shoulder. Does it say like green Dragonborn?
It says red dragonborns.
Okay. I'll look around a little bit. Any other maybe books on me or any other like interesting tidbits that might be in there?
Just tell us what the book says from start to finish, cover to cover.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
if you
yeah, no,
wouldn't
I love
mind doing like an audiobook real quick for the next 20 minutes. In the second age of the first year.
Love
It
that
would talk
voice.
about how the unique purpose of certain gem dragons would kind of break the way Dragonborns knew their history by by their breath weapon. Most Dragonborns would have a breath weapon of fire, acid, or maybe even lightning, where the Gem Dragonborns could have force abilities that would come out of their mouth, more so like a sonic boom coming from a shout they would do.
A shout, you say?
Yes.
shout,
Don't
you
say a
say.
name, because otherwise we don't want that. And besides that, it's more so a bunch of stuff you already know about yourself.
That's interesting. I'm gonna, take note of it, and if there's any interesting bits, I'm gonna try and commit it to memory, so I can kind of recall, especially some of the bits about the red dragons and all that. Things I'm gonna think back in my life about any particularly mean red dragons
You met one.
or red dragonborn.
Jimathorn, you would know one that was very close to a friend of yours that was one of the reasons you're not allowed in the nation you're in.
Well, then he would know two.
I killed one red dragon.
Theronvolt's a red dragon.
Oh, so yeah, this is giving me some things to think about. What was it? So is it Integral? Integral is
Integral.
I'm just like, start rubbing my crystalline chin. Interesting.
And as
So-
Jimathorn is peering through the books, we're gonna go to Eldarian and Rubio, for they haven't talked too much. What are you guys doing as you wake up? Kailu's already kind of looking at some bookshelves. She's scouring through the books. You see Jimathorn make his way, kind of going through the aisles, trying to find a specific book. What do the two of you do?
If you need Raven to steal you one, Kylo,
Thanks.
here for you.
Rubio just went straight to bed. He kind of didn't wait for their previous conversation and took his little 4 hours to recoup, and definitely feels better, but he's still on edge from the previous event. So Rubio's going to look around for like a directory of some sorts or something to indicate where's what in this giant colossal building.
Roll me investigations.
You bet your sweet cheeks I will.
DC
With advantage.
Let's make it a 10.
Here's hoping for advantage. Well, that didn't go great. 13.
Oh, you passed.
Oh,
As
nice.
you're looking around, you can't really find find any sort of directory, but you eventually find the massive owl shifter that called himself Ogma.
Okay. This feathery bastard. I'm assuming I had to walk up to like the previous floor, or was he in
Give me
our
one
area?
sec. I'm just trying to do stuff.
Oh, Raven's also going to carry the pop-up book and try to find Rubio. So just whenever that happens.
You know what? I'll allow it to happen right away. Onyx, as you see kind of Raven wander off with the pop-up book, are you following him, or are you doing your own little journey to do some research?
Yeah, I'll probably just walk each floor, see what I see.
Give me one
Where's
more
my
investigation
notes?
roll to see if there's anything that pops to your mind. Raven eventually would come down the stairs and find Rubio right before Ogma makes his presence known.
Okay, so first off, I would like to picture Kylie right now as like the studious college student at a desk with just like a pile of books that are almost touching the ceiling.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. At some point, Kylie would probably try to locate the mech owl that we were introduced to, just so she can, because like to her knowledge, the way that he presented himself is that he was more or less a librarian and knew where everything was in this library. And if it's a library that has every form of knowledge available, she wants to know what happened with King Arthur. Because knowing what happened with King Arthur will benefit them for when they face Saphira again.
That is true.
Okay.
Hey, Rubio,
Mm.
I got a question for you. Are you feeling better?
He's gonna look at him and just blankly stare back and say, I've never felt any better. But I'm still alive, big fella. What can I help you with?
Alright, so, as you know, I like to get up close and personal and kill things. However,
Hey.
sometimes the things I like to kill have wings and they fly away from me and I can't get them. So I was wondering if you could teach me the magic, and maybe I can get more stuff.
Ruby's gonna like
Very
sit there
specific.
for a second,
It's only
partially because he's impressed with the sentence structure, and secondly because the errant thought of wanting to learn something is also impressive. So he's just staring there like, huh.
character growth.
Like
kids.
if you saw like a bird throw a piece of trash, you're like, that's different.
Wow. Wow.
He's likely staring for his alignment changed. Okay.
I got 10 bits now.
His if people didn't know, he'll stare back and say, do you want to learn my type of magic? Because if you don't remember, we kind of had to go to hell as a result for it. And if
No,
you liked it that much, I can teach them what I do.
I don't want to know, like, your type of magic or Onyx type of magic. I just want to know the magic. I want to know how to be like, blah, 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 and stuff happens.
Well,
I just don't know how it works, so I'm trying to figure out how the magic comes into play.
in
For
my
some reason, I
experience,
feel like I should be talking to Elle about this.
he'll take a second to ponder and say, well, to put it bluntly, even I find everyone has oh, I've got to use small words. Everyone is usually good at one type of magic. If they're really good at magic, like our dear friend Eldarian, you choose many schools of magic.
I don't
And
wanna
to
go
learn
school.
magic, it takes a lot of time and a lot of dedication.
I could be dedicated.
Dedicated to Wayne.
Eldritch blasts were not learned in a day.
How many days did you? I'm gonna go talk to Elle.
Raven, as you walk away from
I overloaded him.
Rubio towards Eldarian,
Raven.exe refused to load.
Kailu ends up walking towards Rubio at the same time as both of them are introduced to Ogma, the giant mechanical owl, kind of pondering towards them, just watching at this point.
That's bigger. Oh yeah, I'll see Kyler because we haven't really chatted since I went off on her shadow clone. And Ruben's just gonna like casually walk up to her, put a hand on her shoulder, and say, "The words that came out of my mouth were nothing but a magical spell, and not aimed at your heart, but the copy and damned version of you. So don't take anything I said to personally. You know what I mean?"
I do, and I appreciate you saying so, as I have dealt with a few times in my life where people I respected didn't find me very capable, and that's okay. I've gained a little more confidence now than I had back then, but it's fine. We had to dealing with those doppelgangers were quite concerning. I'm glad we dealt with them as easily as we did. I was a little worried.
He'll kind of like sigh in relief to the response and say, "Hey, I feel similar in the sense that we had to do what we had to do, and Vicious Mockery is a tad bit of a dark spell, but dark energy and dark spells are only dark on the outside. It's still magic at its core. So as rough as my insults may come flying out of these lips, it's only ever meant to cut what's in front of me, not what's behind. So just stay behind me."
I'll try to remember that in the future. Again, though, thank you for making sure I knew that. Although I did, as I definitely think those doppelganger creatures were something that would have become a major problem had we not gone as hard as we did. Especially with the spellcasters, that would have been not so great.
If I open with that insult slinging spell, you know I'm concerned. It's a good tell, but at least you know that I see you've grown. I see you as confident and capable. Disregard that whole they're in the trees bullshit from before. I apologize and we will trust you further. But I'm done wasting time with all these shenanigans. We've got a country to save. People count on us. Let's go talk to this big mechanical bird.
Lying.
I'm gonna turn to the bird after saying that, indicate to walking forward.
Ale, you better get ready for Raven.
Technical difficulty.
No, I'm here. I'm waiting for you to ask the.
I am.
The owl just stares at you blankly,
Good,
waiting for you to ask it something.
because it's coming.
Excuse me. What was his name again? I'm so sorry.
Ogma.
Oh my.
Ogma. Excuse me, Ogma.
Yes,
Um,
that is my name, named after my master.
oh, well, that's good. That's delightful. Good information to have. You said that you're responsible for its library, so that means you're maybe a librarian of sorts, and you know the tombs and the information that's located here.
Yes, I could be considered a librarian if this is what you desire.
And you see the gears on him start to change. He starts to go from this giant mechanical owl to a metal humanoid.
Oh, all right, that's new. Oh, okay, well, good, fantastic. That benefits me. Since this is your library of sorts, and you take care of it, a couple of questions. Where could I find information on your master, Ogma? And may I find information on King Arthur and his exploits here as well?
Reliving the life of someone, you go to the room of many pages. Be careful, you might get lost.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for the warning. Is there any way I can make that easier on myself so that I don't get lost?
Know what you look for. Don't abuse the knowledge. Don't overscout. Be determined to go in. Be determined to leave.
Okay. Be confident in yourself. That's something I can do for sure. Great. Thank you so much. And then she's gonna go squirrel herself away to try and locate the books that she was hoping to find.
And he just kind of peers his head directly down at Rubio, just watching him. He's not
I'm
that
gonna-
big anymore. He's probably about
Oh.
7 feet tall, just a humanoid. Just his head is staring at you
Okay.
with like
Just a
a
slight
metal
look up.
shield over his mouth.
Ruby's gonna clear so. O construct of Ogma. I would like to learn about the rare breed they call necromancers.
Of course you did. Sorry.
I'm aware that.
Learning is something that I embrace. What do you need to learn?
I need to know their past, current, and what could be their future of their little organization. I need to make sure that the necromancy path is something I could walk without detrimental consequences to those surrounding me.
Second floor, fourth aisle, 8, section 3rd, book to the right.
Shit. Write it down. Write it down.
I am!
Ruby's gonna end up in the divine magic because he took a wrong turn.
Guys, I accidentally became a god again. Whoopsie. Rubio. He's gonna just like mentally remember that and say, thank you. And he's gonna just like start walking in the direction he thinks he's supposed to go and kind of like pointing at it. I mean, he's gonna thumbs up the construct and just keep going.
And this is where we travel to Onyx. Onyx, what did you roll for that investigations I got you to do earlier?
11.
11? Okay, you find yourself to the 5th floor. And something that very much so pierces your eyes is a paladin that almost looks identical to you. It is a Fire Genensi paladin that you stumble across. What is your passive perception?
11.
11. Okay, well that passes that. You end up seeing a shadow down one of the aisles. A person kind of stalking you. The eyes are piercing the back of your head as these eyes are watching you through the bookshelves.
Chop their head off.
I'm gonna have my griffin go look at it because he has better eyesight than me. My griffin's gonna peer down the aisle.
Random griffin coming around
And
the
you
corner.
give
I hope
me
this guy
an
has his yellow
investigation
pants.
roll from your griffin.
Yeah, can you repeat that, Brad?
An investigation roll from your griffin, please.
That's gonna be investigations and intelligence. His intelligence is 6.
Hey!
Which
He's a stupid bird.
-2.
Minus
for the
2.
roll.
12.
I know that number well.
12.
12.
So. you
Or would
had
this
to
be
a
perception?
investigations, you're looking for that person or a person in the bookshelf. You're looking for something like
Fair enough.
specific.
Okay.
If you want to do perception, you can do perception. But I'm saying investigations as he kind of like peers around, and he from his eyes you see a foot running down another aisle, running away. The foot, the shoe, and the pants. You don't recognize that. That's not Cars. That's not Jimathorn. That's not Eldarian. That's not anyone you know.
It'd be too reckless for me to go in there alone. Who knows who this guy is?
If you go look, you'll find out.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
I do not press red buttons. Sorry, guys. This has been established so many episodes ago when we got teleported to the Darklands.
You know who pressed that red button?
I'd actually like to go find
Okay.
books on being a cleric.
Being a cleric.
Yeah, because I didn't know we were multi-classing. Oh, that was allowed.
I
I
didn't know
was
we were multi-classing
on a
either.
little I was on a little hiatus when
That's true.
we were that.
Mm.
So I would like to get books on clericalism. I'll
You
investigate the
have
foot
to-
later.
You have to go one more floor down, so you just keep pondering until you end up finding books on clerics, books on the duties they follow, and
Yeah.
how they harness their powers. Do you want to give me a religion check?
Oh boy.
Just kind of hoping
my
you
grand-
follow the foot and it would just be a foot.
14. Getting a lot of 14s.
A lot of 14s. You would recognize certain parts of one cleric class, for you actually got to fight alongside a cleric, and every part of this book on kind of like, it's more of a journal, reminds you of Sir Murphy.
Hmm.
Uno momento, as I post it.
R.I.P.
You'd
Big
learn
sad.
about how the difference between their domains, and this one more so focusing on the forged domain of the cleric. I like how organized everything is in the computer, but I love how slow it all is. Is there, as you go through each of the cleric books, kind of learning about each of their backgrounds and the domains they follow, is there any that kind of interest you?
There's one called the Life Domain. I'd like to peruse Life Domain cleric.
You end up finding a shelf of a temple that was training them in the Republic. You find several journals of their exploits of being this type of cleric, and also one very popular book for a priest who would train these clerics in this domain. Well, this is where we travel to Eldarian, as he's maybe pondering around or making sure he's well rested, making sure there's no open wounds or whatever he would be doing. Raven ends up walking towards him.
Alright.
Yeah, yes, Raven. What can I do for you?
Alright, so this is the third time I've tried this. If next I'm gonna go to, I think I've seen Jim Jam do some magic-y stuff, so he's next on the list. You know how, you haven't been here for a while, but you know how, I get up close and be like, ah, and that's basically all I do.
Yes.
I mean, it works, but there's only so much ah. Okay, well, sometimes things grow wings, or they do the floaty thing, and I can't touch them. So I was hoping that you could teach me the magic, and I could like, I don't know, pull them by their toes out of the sky and then turn them into jam.
Well, to be honest, Raven, you could easily do magic.
I knew
It's but getting to the level of being able to pull someone out of the sky is going to be quite difficult. But I can teach you some of the basics
Okay.
if you would like.
All right. Yep. All right. Hold
Now,
on. All right.
so
All right.
first, you have to realize that you're going to be you're going to struggle because you get mad very easily. When you're mad, you can't cast magic.
Well, what? All right.
So, first thing, you're dragonborn. You're connected to dragons. I have dragon blood in me, which is where my magic comes from.
It's not mine, is
So-
it? I didn't think I bled that much.
No.
Oh.
What I'm saying is the fact that you are connected ancestrally to dragons. You have dragon blood in you.
Well, yeah.
You can harness that power of the dragons to use magic. All you have to do is calm your mind. Calm. Think of nothing
That's not
but
hard.
your
I mean, yeah, okay.
but the connection to dragons. Think of the blood pumping through your veins. Try to feel the pulse of the dragon and hold out your hand and just let it happen as a little bit of flame rises from Eldarian's hand. You have to be able to calm and feel the blood of the dragon pumping inside of you.
Feel the
And when
blood.
that happens, you can manifest power. But you have to be calm and focused.
So as you say, feel the blood, he takes out a knife and goes, all right.
No. Not literally. You have to just try to breathe like you would a dragon. Hey, Eldarian sits like cross-legged on the ground with his hands out. He's like, start breathing.
Can I breathe out now?
Yes.
Oh.
Inhale, exhale slowly.
All right.
And
And
try to close your eyes and
Okay.
focus on nothing but dragons.
Like big ones.
Big ones, little
Alright.
ones, whatever you feel like.
All right. Little tiny baby dragons. All right.
Now try to manifest. Try to make something happen.
Oh, cool.
That
Because I didn't know.
normally would.
All right. So calm, think of dragons, and then
Roll
I don't think I'm doing it.
Roll Arcana.
Oh no.
That's what he said. That's what Brad said.
Oh,
God. He's
natural
gonna burn.
Could
20.
he possibly?
So,
You're gonna
I was
burn
gonna say,
down
could he
the-
possibly get advantage so
So
that
it's-
he might, since he's having somebody actually try to walk him through it? But
Well,
since he got a natural 20, it
the
doesn't matter.
natural 20 equals out to an 18.
He's gonna burn down the library.
He's doing his best.
Roll me a d4.
Oh boy.
All right.
Oh, those
Things
are
are
fun.
happening. 3.
Raven, as you're trying to focus on it, you create dancing lights around you.
I'm doing something.
You're doing it.
Okay.
Open your eyes. Open your eyes.
They're open.
You see these dancing lights prancing all around you.
They're kind of illuminating green, matching the skin tone or the scale tone of Raven.
I think I got a migraine, but I made
Now-
tiny lightning bugs.
Now, Raven,
Yep.
the key to magic is to continually practice.
Right.
If you keep practicing,
Right.
like I just showed you, you'll learn more skills and be able to harness the magic better.
Harness it. Like a pony.
Yes.
Right.
Actually, that's very. Well,
Yeah, I'm more smarter than I used to be.
I see that. Now, just keep practicing, and that's it. Just try to tap into the power of the dragons and manifest more power.
Hey, Jim Jam,
Yeah.
can you come here for a second?
Very suspiciously. Sure. Kind of
Alright.
keeping his guard up a little bit.
Alright, so, gotta tap into the power of the dragons. And he's gonna start tapping on Jim Jam.
Oh, yeah. No, you got it. There you
Alright.
go.
Okay?
Didn't know what I was expecting, but this does change things. I'm gonna use one of my cantrips to like make. I have light, so I'll be like, I'm gonna like put light on myself, like I'm glowing.
Oh, wait, no, hold up. I didn't mean to do
You're
that.
doing it.
I'm sorry.
You're doing it.
Yeah, but hold
You're
on.
doing it.
I put it on you now. Now you're all extra shiny. I didn't mean to do that. I'm so powerful.
Turn it off, and then I'm gonna as I turn it off, just kind of like brush against some of his equipment, and that's gonna start glowing with the brightness of light. There's more.
Part dragonborn, part lightning bug. I am a wizard. Hey, Rubio, look!
Are we still in the same room?
He's gonna do the kid thing where he's like wide gate, so it's like running like this.
Hey, look what I can do. Wait, you gotta look what I can do.
Eldarian's gonna look at Jim Jam and be like, "You realize he actually did manifest some lights before you came over. Like, he has magical power. He just needs to harness it."
Everybody's got a little bit of magic in them. I mean,
Rubio, I'm so shiny right now, it's fucking crazy!
well, look how happy he is right now. I think that's worth everything. That's worth the cantrip and a half right there.
Like across the library.
Oh, burn the fucking place down!
Oh, shit.
Where is Kailu amongst all this? Can I visually see any of this
I'm like
happening?
just leaving.
As the Raven manifests the lights, Jimathorn and Eldarian discuss their conversation. Kailu ponders the library and ends up finding a room. And this room is quite literally filled with pages.
Oh, roleplay
And
that
you
magic
see
in your headache.
pages dropping from the sky, and most of the pages are frozen, slowly moving down. As you ponder in, you can see names of people on the top and just simple actions saying, for one, Robin sits. Robin gets up. Robin walks to the fridge or cabinet to look for food. Robin grabs food. Every page in this room is everyone's detailed lives as it's happening.
Okay.
And this room is massive. You can't even see the end of it. The pillars of pages probably stand close to 100 to 200 feet tall as well. So once you start walking through, you will not be able to see where you came from.
Saphira.
Okay. Well, so Kailu has she's done a lot of reading here in her time, but she also practices magic on a very feel basis. Like the type of magic she does is very much a feel type of magic. So she would approach this room in the same way of like thinking and feeling what she wants and attempting to manifest it to her or allow the room to bring her to what she's looking for.
Roll me Arcana.
Do I get advantage?
New.
Damn it. Alright.
So fucking big.
Okay. I'm gonna use my actual dice.
Oh, nice.
Okay,
No.
yeah, okay. That could have been worse. It could have been better. 19?
Okay. So you start walking through the room, just feeling through kind of everyone's presence on these towers of pages. You can kind of like sense everyone's lives as you're just harnessing the power of your arcana to navigate to find Arthur's pile, and you end up finding it. It's very noticeable for a lot of the pages come out black.
Like, redacted or.
The whole sheet itself is coated in a noir kind of tint. The words themselves are unreadable.
Okay. Then changing tactics, I would look for notes on Saphira.
So, kind of with, I'll let you hold that 19. Thinking of Saphira, just the name, every single pile in this room brings that presence. Every pile, every person's life in this room has had an effect of Saphira. So by purely just thinking of Saphira, that doesn't allow you to really navigate through this room.
Okay. I'm going to put that thought to the back of my mind and think of Merlin and his life and the things that he's done with Arthur.
You start walking with that presence, and I want you to roll me survival.
Oh, okay. $16?
You end up seeing yourself walking around Arthur's pile. You're in a loop. Every time you try to think of Merlin, it brings you back to Arthur's pile.
Okay. Alright, so I have an herbalism kit. Could I maybe try to do the whole, I don't know if anybody has watched the Nicolas Cage movie in a very long time or not. It's been a while for me. But at one point, after they steal the Declaration of Independence, they slap some lemon juice on it and stick it in the oven. Can I do like something kind of similar with my herbalism kit? Can I find something that might bring?
Roll me nature with it then.
Okay. Hold on. So that would be with my proficiency, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, that's a big roll.
Good.
Your DC
Okay.
is
Is what?
15.
Okay. Well, with all of my modifiers and the natural 17 that I got, that's going to be like a 28.
Oh, that's right. So you using your herbalist kit, trying to just like wash away the noir tint, you get a lot of it away. And the main page, a lot of the highlight words say war room on it. And
Okay.
you see one of the words start to change constantly with a blue tint of magic coming from it. You can tell instantly that this magic, the hue of the illumination of it, represents Merlin from all the spells you've seen him cast. And the one word continuously changes from go to war room. Don't trust the 8th member.
Okay. Well, having been given that kind of idea, then I'm going to start trying to manifest War Room in regards to Merlin.
So, kind of closing your eyes to do that, you find yourself back at the entrance. You found your way out of the room. With just your natural intelligence, you can tell that the war room isn't going to be here. There's an actual room you have to find.
Ah. Okay. Then I will exit the room and go try to find Ogma, and see if he would be able to direct me to the war room.
Okay, and we go to Onyx. After reading a bunch about the clerics and the life domain clerics, learning a lot about it, you probably have a good stack of books you've been reading. From here, you it's been about a couple of hours. You take an exhaustion point.
Okay.
Even though it only feels like a couple of hours, you are tired. And at this point, everyone takes an exhaustion point.
Oh no.
Time is moving differently in here than it would
I
outside.
just lost exhaustion.
Right? I think it's time for a nap.
I'm so upset. I'm not, but I am. Okay. I guess I'm gonna take another one more exhaustion. We love this here.
Well, I got all I wanted out of this place. Best, I'm talking to the Griffin Petrie. Guess I better go find the others and see if it's time to head on out, I guess.
Going down a floor, you end up bumping into the rest. Oh, wrong floor. You end up bumping into the rest of the party as Raven is illuminating light, and Jimathor and Eldarian are talking, and Rubio has found himself in an aisle where it's dark magic.
My favorite.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, check it.
Howdy.
Huh?
Look at it.
Witness me.
Shiny.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to make like the ground rumble a little bit as he starts to say, like, look at it.
Whoa.
I'm gonna make the lights in the room flicker a little bit with thaumaturgy as well to make his lights look brighter.
I think there's a ghost in here. Or
I'm too
something.
powerful. Hold on. I need
Uh,
to rein it in.
Y'all guys, I'm getting a little sleepy in here. I think
I
You know,
am
shit.
as well.
should get what we want. Get the higgity heck out of here. Also,
I don't
I'm
know
being
what you're talking
followed, I think.
Oh, that's new.
Let's go kill it.
Yeah.
Should we set up a
No.
watch, I guess?
Nah.
Nah.
I ain't too worried.
What is it?
I don't know.
We should all sleep face down at the same time.
We should put knives directly over our
Yeah.
chest while we sleep. No, I just saw like a foot. I figured it was someone who's been trapped in here for a while. Hasn't
What-
seen a shiny rock in a while, so
Just like a person was attached to that foot, or was it just a foot out in the middle of nowhere?
There's a phantom foot chasing you?
there might be. I didn't get a good look. It looked like a foot,
English.
at
That's
least.
creepy.
Yeah,
Cool. If we come across any feet, keep our eyes open.
yeah.
Kylo
You're-
Rubio
you're
looked
the-
up.
You're one of those, aren't you?
So shiny.
One of those what?
There's always 1 in 4 people I find fancy feet.
Oh no,
Fancy feet
Wait.
that can dance.
Yeah. What does that mean? Fancy feet.
It means you enjoy looking at them.
no, not really.
Oh, that kind of fancy, like they fancy feet, not they fancy feet. They fancy
feet.
feet.
No, I'm not into feet, guys.
Raven's starting to
okay?
drool off to the
These are
side. Like,
lies.
I was about to say,
What?
Raven's brain is just
These
shutting
are
down and
false
trying to figure out what is
allegations.
happening.
I will
Eldarian
not
gets
let
it.
stand.
Where did I pop out of?
Hmm?
Like I
Whoa.
left the one room. Where
Yeah,
am I?
you're on the main floor.
Me and your mother loved each other very much.
Where did I pop?
where did she pop out at? Oh,
I can't remember that part of my life, if I'm being honest.
yeah, we know you're an orphan, Onyx. We got it.
That was my Rubio impression. I'm sorry, I'm not good at accents.
Oh. You might need to work on your Scottish brogue a wee bit.
If,
Right.
if
Born
we've
in a
got-
pile.
if everybody's exhausted, shouldn't we take another nap or something?
I'm
I
cool.
just don't want to nap by myself.
I nap with. Come here, buddy. You can be the little spoon.
That's not what I meant, but okay.
Oh no, he just grabs you and picks you up. Let's go.
Rubio's gonna have a
Nappy nap.
moment of epiphany and look around for the person closest to him that has a bag of holding.
Cars.
Cars has the bag.
Yeah,
of
that'd be
holding.
Cars.
He
Cars is the
nowhere
one with the
to
bag of
go.
holding.
Can I go find?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Roll me investigations as Raven and Eldar.
I'm not.
can
I'll take a nap. I take a nap. with him.
I roll it regularly because I have disadvantage on
Dog
it.
pile.
Cuddle pile.
12?
Yep. My
Well,
Griffin will keep
pause
watch.
that thought for a second. Jimathorn. Seeing the three of them go and take a nap, you feeling one point of exhaustion. What are you doing?
Are we setting up a watch, or are we just straight up everybody
Griffin's
passing out at the
watching.
same time?
My
Okay.
Griffin's on watch.
I'll set my Drake up to help keep watch, and you know what? I'll take a little snooze.
Little hour powwow.
Yeah, I'll cuddle up with the rest of the boys and take some
Yeah.
news.
Dog
Yeah.
pile.
Pylu
So
just
as-
comes down
I'm
the
on
stairs
top
and just
with
like
my armor.
pauses
Oh,
as she
Hell yeah.
acknowledges that everybody has decided to have a cuddle puddle for some reason.
Nuts to
Not
butts
me.
down here.
Not everybody.
we are very close as a group. Okay, Kailu. Jeez.
Ain't nothing to be
So
ashamed
judgmental.
about.
Exactly.
Listen,
Team bonding.
Exactly.
Team bonding.
We're growing.
right, well,
as a team.
Is that a critical hit, or are you just happy to see me?
Kylu, don't you know there's nothing that could be more bonding than feeling your companion's hot breath on your neck, the nape of your neck? It
Don't
brings
you
the
know?
party together. Don't you know?
Don't you know?
you know?
I love
Well,
the
I
feeling of two different Dragonborn scales on being in between, and my hard metal just digging into someone's head.
considering
Wow. This took a
considering she
turn.
usually uses her staff to turn into a tree so she can sleep in a tree, we're not used to it. No.
Mm.
A little bit of blush comes over Kylo's face, like, That book
We're
that I'm
very-
reading,
Right?
though.
It's like all of these
I am
people I
very
consider
open.
family.
We are very open here. Don't worry, the armor stays on.
Onyx, can you move your pauldron out of my chin, please?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Honorable.
So, Rubio, you end up going down to about the 7th floor, finding Cars,
Jesus.
reading a book. Peering at the book, you see it's about the elemental elders and the elemental spirits. He's doing a little bit of reading on it. Right next, he kind of looks up at you. What are you needing from the bag of holding?
He's gonna walk over without saying a word, look at Cars, take his backpack off, pull out a giant ancient red dragon heart, and without saying a word, just boop, put it in the bag of holding, look at him and say, "Keep reading your books, we're all up on the upper level. And don't worry about that, just remind me in about a day or two."
And after that, are you heading back up, or
Oh, I'm gonna turn heel and go back looking for my book. I didn't technically grab it. I just went to the section. I want my
So,
back on that. I can read tired. I'm a half elf.
Yeah.
4 hours. Yeah.
party all taking the snooze? You get back up to the main floor, and Ogma is just sitting there back in his owl form, watching the party sleep, just his eyes piercing them as they're all snoozing. You travel back to the isle you were on and find the shelves of dark magic, and the one that catches your eyes the most is the history of the Necrons.
Well, you know I'm going to snatch that shit up, find a nice comfy spot, and I'm gonna read, at least leaf through it, but I'm gonna start reading.
So it talks about a race called the Drow, learning about dark magic and necromancy, using powers of sorcery and wizardry, and also some warlock powers to bring people back from the dead to use as their servants, to use in an army, to use in any sort of fashion. This power corrupted the Drow, making them all want more of the power, so they all turned against each other, ending the race except for one, who lives in Dragon City.
Noted. I'm gonna specifically try to find if there's anyone who's had like success in allying with the Necros.
Going through some more books, it would be more so talking bad, ill, and horrible intentions that the Necrons had, and how almost every kingdom except the Great Empire, saw them as a threat. The Great Empire didn't quite understand what they were doing, and only saw benefits of having an undead army.
I see. Well, small minds have small opinions, so.
Got to know Raven's
I'm
pretty
gonna-
opinionated.
In this library, do I see any blank like copybooks where people can like transcribe stuff?
Kind of going to the very end, you'd find a couple of chemistry and alchemist stations with empty books on it, so people can learn and add more information on the potions they create in this library.
Okay, I'm gonna take, because like everyone else is what, long resting or short resting?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so for the longer restoration of anyone who has to take the full amount, I'm gonna use 4 hours, and as long as that how long it takes to just quickly copy over this book to my own version of it, and pocket that, so I'm not taking the library's books or nothing, because that owl is a dick. And then for the last like if I can get it done in 4 hours, I'd like to use the remaining 4 of anyone else's long rest to do my own.
So after doing all of that transcribing, you actually, even though it only feels like a couple of hours, you take another point of exhaustion.
Oh no, I knew
Time is moving rapidly fast in here in order for the time stoppage to work.
Well, that's not good.
We had.
Can Elle wake up before everybody else?
Yeah. Rubio would
slow
still be
now.
awake at this time because you only need 4 hours to.
Yeah.
Have the three
Well,
of them. I guess Kylie would be able to wake up.
Is he in this floor?
Yes, he would be over here. I'll actually add his token down.
Okay.
Darn, you're right here.
I
And
can't
you
control my
have-
token
I
neither.
know. It's
God
always one cursed
damn
token there. Now you have. Now
Somebody
you get it.
always gets Kylued.
I just love the fact that Kylude is a verb.
Like,
Wow,
I mean, at this
Kylued.
point, it happens so many times in the beginning, it's just like, alright, well, it's
I love
fine.
Let me
Merch.
know when the rest of us wake up because I have a plan.
Okay, so Eldarian, as you wake up seeing that everyone else is still asleep, Kailu is just waking up, but you're up a couple moments before her. You see Rubio exhausted, probably like a couple of levels of that, taking notes and trying to transcribe a book that he was reading.
Okay. So is this owl on multiple floors, or is he just following us?
Oh, he's following you guys.
Okay.
He's not even being shy about it. He's straight up watching you guys everywhere you go.
Okay.
Not even being shy about it.
Eldarian's gonna go up to the owl.
Okay.
I have a random inquiry for you.
Hmm.
So, you say time is stopped outside of here, correct?
Yes, in a sense.
Define in a sense.
It moves, but for you, it is paused. There is no way for you to absorb the amount of knowledge in here without being in here forever, as your 8th member of the party has.
Our 8th member of the party.
Yes, he's been here for over 100 years.
Who is the 8th member of the party?
Lucia Leminor.
Lucier Lemino?
Leminor
Leminor.
has an R at the end.
So time outside of here is moving.
In a sense.
So Eldarian is trying to understand, like, He's trying to like math out what that means. Like, are we moving at just a faster pace than everybody out there? Or are we moving slow? Like, he's like, how you're describing it, I can't comprehend it, but Eldarian's smarter than me.
You are in my domain. You move at the same pace of time I do. I have knowledge about the battle the Murphy's Law has already taken place in. I have all of history from the start of time to the end of it. You, when you leave this domain, you will leave from the time you left. Same with Lucia.
Interesting. So, theoretically, if someone was spying on us and we were to come in here, do they see what we're doing?
Impossible.
So we're completely invisible to the outside world right now.
Correct.
Thank you. And Eldarian's gonna go back to the group.
And at this point, Kailu and everyone else is slowly waking up. Rubio, have you at this point trying to take a nap?
Well, like, yeah, like the moment I'm finished, I would go to do my 4 hours of long rest.
Okay.
I go sleepy.
Eldarian's gonna, like, as Kailu's waking up, he's just gonna, like, kind of do one of those, like, kneeling down where he's just kind of, like, in a catcher stance beside her and goes, do we know what was the name, Brad? I would remember it. What's the name? Lenore, Lemic, Lemornan? Lumen,
Hooty.
Lumen
Ordish, heated, ordered, bork.
Exactly.
What was the name?
For
The eighth member.
the Lucia Lemonor.
Do we know a Lucia Lemonor?
Would I know that name, DM?
No. You are not 100 years old.
Okay. No, I'm not familiar. I'm sure Oakland would be happy to point us in the direction of some knowledge like that.
Ogma just informed me that our eighth member is that person. And I've never heard. He Robot Bird over there said
Robot Bird.
Right.
your eighth member is our eighth member. And they've been here for 100 years. They're in the building.
That's a little concerning. Only because I found information when I went to go look for more information on King Arthur. I decided to look more into Saphira, which I will say was quite annoying, as she has had a particularly deceptive hand in everyone's pies and was not. And then she just starts to go into depth about explaining how she managed to maneuver her way through that room and like manifested the information that she did, but mentioning Saphira made all of the papers light up and how much more confusing and diabolical that felt to her. But I also found a note after doing a little messing around. I found something that stated that we should not trust the eighth member.
Huh. Interesting. Well, Onyx mentioned that he was being followed. I have a feeling that is who the person connecting the dots.
Right, of course. That's concerning. Well, I suppose if they won't show themselves and we can't make them show themselves, then the best course of action is to continue as we are. I certainly have at least one more place specifically that I would like to go look into.
Okay.
At this point, Raven, Jimathorn, Onyx, you guys have waken up as well.
Raven would personally like to look for anything that's not fucking books.
You know when you go to the doctor's office and like when you go to the kids' doctor, they have that little like toy that has the little rings that you move around with the little thing? That's what he's looking for.
Classic.
The square peg goes, it's not going in the right hole.
Goes in the square hole.
Shape.
No books. There are rooms with chests. There are rooms with battles. There are rooms. Well, I'm not saying that room.
I want to go to that one.
It has a deck that I don't want a person of your caliber to witness. You must take the chaperone.
Alright, so if I were to go to the... So, just to
I'll
make
go with
sure...
you.
Just to make... Okay. That works. Chaperone.
Problem solved. And then we got 2 chaperones because I got my griffin too.
It's a pretty bird.
The owl reaches up and he grabs a drift globe and he pulls it down, and the drift globe hovers above Raven.
That is my chaperone.
So since we're
I have the power.
since we're all in the same area, and I'm like, I assume I'm getting to witness this as a character, I'm just gonna kind of step over to Onyx. Eldarian told me you've been, you feel like you're being followed. Be careful. Be on edge. Is all I'm saying. Be wary. Be cautious.
I got this. I'm a
There's-
magic-y guy now.
Nothing but edge, Kylie.
Oh.
Just kidding, but I'll keep an eye out.
Please do. We've been maybe connecting some dots that I find a little concerning. So just take care of yourselves. Please be careful. And don't hesitate. She like points to the bracer that communicates to everybody. Don't hesitate to make sure that we could contact each other.
I always forget I have this, you know, the gauntlets kind of covered up. Oh my gosh, I always forget. I'll give you a ring if we get into trouble, but you know, between me and Raven, I think this stalker guy, this creep, I don't think he stands a chance. Ain't that
He's
right,
100
Raven?
That's right.
He's
I'll
been-
use... Oh, no, well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
He's, according to Oogway over there, he's been here for 100 years.
Oh, so he's probably old and decrepit. Super easy.
Oogma.
It's cool. I'll use my newfound magic abilities and cripple him.
Oh,
Okay.
Cool.
that's new. I'm so excited for you. That's such a new opportunity.
Yeah, kind of watch.
I'm going to use thaumaturgy to make the ground shake.
I think he just shit himself.
Can you roll
Does
me-
Kylie recognize?
Wait, that's what I want to find out. Are you trying to keep this hidden to yourself, or let everyone but Raven know?
I was gonna say, Raven doesn't know. He's trying not to bust a blood vessel, concentrating
I
on making magic happen.
it's funnier if I'm the only person that knows, so I'm trying to hide it
roll
from
me
everybody.
Perception. Everyone else, you can roll me insight to see if that's really Raven.
And Raven's just got veins popping out all over his forehead right now, concentrating on making magic-y stuff happen.
It's a 14.
That's probably gonna get it. That's an 8.
Yeah, I realized it's
For
Jim
deception.
Jam.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Now, Rubio, at this time, you're also awake.
Oh, I'm up
You-
now. Okay, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I'm still asleep during this.
No.
Okay, cool. Sorry, am I rolling the roll as well?
You can if you want, or you're just walking and you're seeing Raven go, ah, and the ground start to shake around him.
Maybe he's gonna go watch Raven shit himself. He's just so much.
That's what I'm doing, yeah. Pretty good.
And as the ground stops shaking, you go, see? I'm a god, basically.
Oh, can you give me
I'm
clerical
so
powers?
proud. I'm so proud.
Yeah, hold on. Let me try.
Yep.
You're doing great.
Maybe his hand goes on his book like a gun in a holster, and he's like, nah.
Did it work?
Yeah. No.
Damn it. I'll practice.
Yeah, we'll work on it as we walk.
Yeah, let's
Oh
go
my
to
God.
this. Let's go to this room.
Kailu, is it okay if I accompany you wherever you're going?
No.
Oh, no,
third
please do.
room
I was going to
on the
ask if
right
you would mind
on
coming
it,
along.
Laura.
Okay.
This feels like the connections that you've made and that I've made. It feels imperative that we go investigate this together, I think.
Okay.
If Ogma is still hanging out and around, Kailu's going to politely get his attention and ask him another question.
And as you go to ask him another question, we're quickly going to take a 10-minute break.
Oh, shit,
We'll be
okay.
back after 10 minutes and see what happens with this new deck that Ogma had told Raven about, and what question Kailu could possibly ask, and who this Lukia Lemonor is. We'll be back in 10 minutes.
Dagan, you got your timer?
I'm already on it, boss.
Perfect.
Lukia
Intermission.
Lemon, you